Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Is my voice audible? Then my voice is audible. Okay, okay, we shall start. Yes, in the previous class, we were discussing about the activities and intents. Can you recall what is an activity and an intent? An activity is nothing but it's the screen, which is called as an activity. An intent is it's an object. It is an object that is being used to exchange the data between the activities or between the screens. For exchange of data, we use intents. Now, till now, we have discussed about the intents, how to move from one screen to the other screen, how to come back. When you pass the one data to the other screen, you move back from one screen to the other screen, how the data is going to pass and how it is going to come back, that we have discussed. Now, we are going to discuss about the activity navigation. See, please, one request is don't send your attendance until I say I'm going to delete all your attendance now, and I will say at some time. In that time, if you send your attendance, it is enough. Till now, what you have sent, I am going to remove that. Afterwards, I'll give some time, 2 to 3 minutes. At that time, you send your attendance. Hmm? Now I am going to clear the chat. If you have sent the attendance, it is of no use. I'll say afterwards. I'll give some time. In that time only, you have to send your attendance. Okay. Now we'll come back to this activity navigation. Activity navigation is one screen is there. You have done something. You will click on the save. You will enter some four information: first name, last name, age, gender, everything. You are going to select, fill the addresses, everything, and you will click on the save button. When you click on the save button, it should move to the second screen. It will go to the second screen also. But after some time, you feel that you want to go to the previous screen. In that case, what you are going to do is, in your app, in the mobile app, there will be this icon, this back icon, right? This back icon you are going to click. When you click on this back icon, what it is going to happen in the background, that we have to discuss. What it is going to happen if you click this rectangle button, this arrow pointer, and also this circle. That is what this activity navigation is all about. We are going to discuss about these three, that too, this one, the last, the icons which are at the corners. Leave the center one. If you click on the center one, what happens? It will go to the home screen. It will go to the home screen. What will happen if you click on this button, arrow mark, pointed arrow mark? What happens? Just now I said the Pallavi NS, why you are sending the chat, attendance in the chat. I'm repeating this. Please send your attendance when I give time. In that time, please send. Please don't send now. Okay. What will happen if you click on this arrow mark, this icon on your screen? It will go to the back screen. Yes, sir. Back screen is nothing but in this back activity. This icon that we are going to, this icon, it will go back to the back of the previous activity. If there are multiple activities are there, if there are multiple activities are there, one activity will be stopped and it will load the another activity. Where exactly the activities are maintained. The activities are maintained in the stack, which is called as backstack. B-A-C-K, stack, S-T-A-C-K, stack. See here, whenever you open the application, this stack looks like this. The activity one is there, first activity, and that is in the foreground, means that is the screen you are seeing. In that activity, there is one button which opens the second screen. ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಒಂದು ಬಟನ್ ಇದೆ, ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. That is called as the activity 2. See in the stack, activity 1 is at the below, activity 2 is at the on the top. The user focus is on the activity 2. You are seeing this activity 2. In that icon, there is some button. If you click, it will open the third activity. In the stack, activity 3. Now, if you click on this arrow mark, if you click on this arrow mark, then when you navigate, it will go back to the previous screen. From activity 3, it will go back to the activity 2. From there, if you click on the back icon, it will go back once again to the activity 1. What happens in the background? All those things that we are going to discuss in the next chapter. What happens here is, with that back icon, is it will go to the previous activities in the reverse order. The back stack, how it operates is last in, first out, which is the last activity you have closed, that will be on the top of the stack. If you go back, that will be popped out. It will come first. ನೀವು ಯಾವ್ದು activity 2 ನ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ activity 3 ಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ activity 1 ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ activity ಯಾವ್ದು ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು activity 2 ಅದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಹೋದ್ರೆ activity 1 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. In that way, the back stack operates in the last in, first out mechanism. The activity will be popped out from the stack. That is what it happens in the background using this navigation button. The back stack, I think you have seen this icon. In order to see the back stack of all the apps, in order to see all the apps which are open, if you click on this rectangle icon, or else some 3 eyes will be there, letter I, or the gate structure will be there in some mobiles. That will show you the stack of apps which are opened. What happens in the background, that we'll discuss in the next class. One more navigation is there. It is not only the down, the back navigation, there is an up navigation also. I think in some of the applications, you have seen this icon here. ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಅಲ್ದಲೆ ಮೇಲೂ ಒಂದು ಐಕಾನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, the up navigation. The back navigation, that we are going to call it as temporal navigation. This up navigation, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಆರೋ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದೊಂದು ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಿರ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, that is called as an ancestral or logical navigation. This navigation, it is within the app, based on the, this is based on the, within the app, based on the relationship between the screens. You can see here the parent activity is there. From that you have moved to the child activity. On top of that there is one arrow mark which is bounded by the red box ಅಲ್ಲಿ highlight ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ. This is called as up navigation. See, in this case, what all the things which will happen in the background, that we are going to discuss here. The activity life cycle and managing the state. What actually is activity life cycle? What happens if you move from one screen to the other screen? Mama Junaid, are you there? Mama Junaid, Mama Junaid, 18 EC 47, 18 EC 47, are you there? 4JN 18 EC 47, Mohammed Junaid. Are you there? Okay. See, the activity life cycle is which are the stages it will go through. See, as a human being, for us, it will be a childhood days. There will be adult stage, uh, old age. We have so many ages, right? From 0 to 5 years, 5 to 10 years, 20 years, 20 to 40, 40 to 60, after 60. In that way, even the activity has its life cycle. See, which are the states an activity can be in its life cycle before when it is created and when it is destroyed. Which are the states it can move? That is called as this activity life cycle. Whenever one activity means one screen, if it is started, it will comes in the background. Whenever you click on the any icon, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು app click ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, open ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಅವಾಗ ಒಂದು screen ಬರುತ್ತೆ. That is called as activity 1. That is in the foreground now. It receives the user focus. Means you can interact on that. Suddenly you feel that you want to open the another screen. There will be a one button in that. You will click on that. Second activity now that is called as a new activity is created now and it has started. What happened to the first activity, main activity? That is being stopped. The word stop, it is one state. I use the word create, that is one state. Started, the activity started, that is one state. Once again, you go back to the first screen. From the second screen, you go back to the first screen. The first activity resumes. That is also one state. If it is no longer required, one app, that activity is being destroyed by the system itself. Destroy is also one state. You can easily understand this by seeing this diagram. See this. What is the states which can be in an app? It can be in created state, started state, resume state, pause state, stop state, and destroyed state. ಇಷ್ಟು states ಇರುತ್ತೆ. An activity can be in these many states. ಈ activity ಯಾವಾಗ ಈ state ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. Now we are going to discuss when the activity will enter the create state, when it will enter the start state, when it will enter resume. In those states, whether the activity will be visible or not. ಆ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯೂಸರಿಗೆ ಆ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೋ ಇಲ್ಲೋ ಅದನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. I think it is clear now. What is this life cycle? Is it clear? What is the meaning of life cycle? Word life cycle ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? No, yes. Okay. These are the stages. Now, whenever I open on the screen, I click on the any application icon, it gets opened. It gets opened means we see some screen. Means in the background, the application will go into the first create state when on create function is called. On create function is called. Where exactly the on create function is called? These many days you have seen on create a function. You have seen the on create function, right?
like this. In the main activity.java file, in the main activity.java file, you have seen this public void on create, super dot on create, this function. This function will be called whenever you click on the icon in the mobile. Any app gets opened, this is the first function will be called on create. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಈ main activityಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈ on create function call ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Then this is called as it is in the create state. Your activity enters the created state means when it has started for the first time. Where exactly this will be there, how it is going to know it should come to this method, main activity ಜಾವಾಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಫೈಲಿಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಜಾವಾ ಫೈಲಿಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, how it is going to come into this main activity, that is the question now. ಈ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Any answers? If there are 100 Java files, what I say is 100% the control will come to this main activity.java. How I am going to say? Or how Android identifies it should go to this main activity.java. ಹೆಂಗ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ? ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ? Who will inform the Android runtime to run the main activity.java? Very good. That is the answer. Suman has answered. Yes, the answer is in the manifest, Android manifest.xml, there is a function called intent filter, in which activity there is a intent filter that will be called first. ಈ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಮೇನ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಡಾಟ್ ಜಾವಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಇಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇನ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ, ಲಾಂಚರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರಿ ಇದೆ, ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ಈ ಮೇನ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. If it is a second activity, if it contains the intent filter, then the control will go to this. Good, that is the answer. Yes, now the system will enter the create state now. What are the things you can do in this? What are the logics you can write inside this? Initially, inside the main activity.java, what all the things you can do it here? When the app gets created, see, when the app gets created, still it is created. It has not started or it has not resumed. Start ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ನು resume ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದಿನ್ನು create ಆಗಿರೋದು screen. Now, what all the things we can do it here, or what logic we can write? ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಿಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಈ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಲಾಜಿಕ್ ಏನೇನ್ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. The things you can do it is setting up the user interface. You can create the global variables or any background task if you want to set up. All those things you can do it. Any background task if you want to do, you can do it. This state, this is called as this created is called as a transient state. From now, we are going to move it to the start state now. Create ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಯ್ತೆಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲಸ. We have written all the logic here. Whatever we want, we have written here. Setting up all the background activities, declaring the global variables. ಏನೇನ್ ಒಂದ್ಸಲಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ಗೆ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತೀವಿ. Now, we'll move on to the next state called on start state. Still the screen is not visible. ನೀವು ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣನೇ 3 stages ದಾಟೋಗುತ್ತೆ. One is on create, on start and on resume. After that only the user can interact. When does the user can interact is when it moves 3 states. When it moves 3 states. Now we are in the second state, on start. This activity is about to become visible, but not it is visible. It is going to be visible now. In this start state, it is going to be visible. When it is what all the things we can do in the start state? Once you have done the create state, now the activity will move on to the start state. In the started state, the screen will be visible, but the user cannot interact. User ಯಾವಾಗ interact ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ? When it moves to the on resume state, ಮೂರನೇ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ on resume, ಅವಾಗ user interact ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. But what we can do in this on start state, ಈ ತರ ಒಂದು state ಯಾಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು? Why it is required is on start state is, in this state, before the user interacts, some resources you want to re-register. Some registers you have released it. Some use resources like GPS or some fingerprint. ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಬೇರೆ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅದನ್ನ ಡಿರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನೀವು ರೀರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇಫ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ರೀರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬಿನ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ. ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ಗೆ ಅದು ಬೇಕೀಗ, ಮೊದಲು ಡಿಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ. If you want to re-register that resources, then you are going to do that logic in the onStart method. ಈ ತರ ಒಂದು ಬರಿಬೇಕು, public void onStart. Where you should write? You should write here. Public onStart. Now in this state also, the screen is visible, but the user cannot interact. ಈ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು? ಯೂಸರ್ ಇಂಟರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಏನೇನಾಗಬೇಕು? ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ಗಳನ್ನ ರೀರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಆತರ ಏನೇ ಇದ್ರು ಆ ಲಾಜಿಕ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಈ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಅವಾಗ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆನ್ ರೆಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್. ಆನ್ ರೆಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಿಗೆ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆದಾಗ, once this state is over, now your screen will move on to the resume state. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಲಾಜಿಕ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿ, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಏನೇನ್ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತೀರ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಈ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆನ್ ರೆಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನೌ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್, ಆನ್ ರೆಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್, ನಾವು ಯೂಸರ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಇಂಟರಾಕ್ಟ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಚೆಕ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಚೆಕ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ರೇಡಿಯೋ ಬಟನ್ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಡೌನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. If anything is there, you can do the operation. The user can interact. If the address information is there, you can enter all those things. That is this stage, on resume stage. Okay, now you are in the resume stage. You are entering something, data. After some time, you feel that you want to stop and you want to move on to some other activity. You want to stop the on-screen animations. You want to stop. In that case, what we do is, from here, if you change the screen, one screen in the ಇನ್ನೊಂದು screen ಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ, or there is a split screen option. I think you have seen in your mobile. Have you seen the split screen option? ನೋಡಿದಿರಾ? 2 apps you can use at the same time. ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Yes, you have seen. In that stage, you are going to pause the activity. You are going to pause the activity. That is called this on pause method. You have to overwrite this. ಆತರ ಮೂವ್ ಆದಾಗ ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, ಅದರ ಒಂದು ಅನಿಮೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, ಯುವರ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ವಿಲ್ ಎಂಟರ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಆನ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್. ಅವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಲಾಜಿಕ್ ಈ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. When the control will enter, the activity will enter. This is during those stages. Which stage? If you want to alt the on-screen animations, in that case, it will enter the on pause method. The activity remains in the the resume state as long as the activity is in the foreground. Means whenever the user is interacting with it, the activity will be in the resume state. But from the resume state, the activity can move on to the pause state also. Which are the situations where it will enter the on pause state is three states. One is the activities is going to be to the background ಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, but it is not been completely stopped. It is not completely been stopped. First, it will enter into the on pause state. That is an indication that the user is leaving the activity. ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸಲಿ ನಾವು ಆ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ನ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾದಾಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಡೆಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ದ ಅನದರ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಪಾರ್ಷಿಯಲಿ ವಿಸಿಬಲ್. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪರೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ವಿಸಿಬಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದೇ ತರ ಕೆಳಗಡೆದು ವಿಸಿಬಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪರೆಂಟ್. ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಪಾಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್. Multiple screens you are seeing, the top screen is transparent, that is why you are able to see the bottom screen, right? In that case also it is partially visible. We say that it is partially visible. ಆ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಆನ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದ ಅನದರ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಇಸ್ there is a split screen mode. Half of the screen it will show the two activities. In that case also, which screen as a user focus, that will be in the resume state. The other activity which has lost the user focus is nothing but user is not interacting with that. User ಯಾವ್ದು interact ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ user focus ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯೋದು. That screen will be in the on pause state. ಈ ಮೂರು ಕೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಆನ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. And one more thing, whenever you write the code inside the on pause method, ಇದ್ರ ಒಳಗೆ ಲಾಜಿಕ್ ಬರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಈ ತರ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಹೋದಾಗ ನಿಮ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು, ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗಕ್ಕಾರೆ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪರೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಯು ರೈಟ್ ದಿ ಲಾಜಿಕ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ದಿ ಲೈಟ್ ವೈಟ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್, ನಾಟ್ ಹೆವಿ ಲೋಡ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ರೈಟ್. ಲೈಟ್ ವೈಟ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಹೆವಿ ಲೋಡ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Means this heavy load operations is nothing but you are doing some database operation, writing the data into the screen. That you should not do it. The on pause method, it should execute very quickly. ನೀವು ಏನೇನ್ ಲಾಜಿಕ್ ಈ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬರೀತಿರಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಗಿಂತ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ಡೇಟಾಬೇಸ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಹೆವಿ ಲೋಡ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ಸ್, some CPU related operations, you should not do it. It should execute fast. CPU intensive operations anta kariತಾರೆ. You should not do it. You can use it for stopping the animation or video playback or any releasing the hardware intensive resources or any other things to save the emails. ಈಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀರ, ಒಂದು ಇಮೇಲ್ ಜಿಮೇಲ್ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದು ಇಮೇಲ್ ರೈಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀರ, ಸಡನ್ ಮಿನಿಮೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬೇರೆದೇನೋ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರ. ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್, ಸಡನ್ಲಿ ದಟ್ ಇಮೇಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಆನ್ ಟು ದಿ ಡ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಸೇವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಲಾಜಿಕ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀಬಹುದು ನೀವು, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಆನ್ ಪಾಸ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಓಪನ್ ದಟ್ ಜಿಮೇಲ್ ಆಪ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್, ದಟ್ ಫೈಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ದಿ ಡ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಒನ್ಸ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ವಿತ್ ದಟ್. ಈ ತರ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ಸ್, ಲೈಟ್ ವೈಟ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ಸ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಆನ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಮೆಥಡ್. ಹೆವಿ ಆಪರೇಷನ್, CPU intensive operations like database operations, you should not do it because it's a quick operation. On pause ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಬರೋದು quick operation. Now you are very fed up with the screen, use ಮಾಡಿ ಸಾಕಾಯ್ತು, or your functionality is over now, you want to stop. Now the activity will enter the stop put state. When that screen is no longer is required for us, now in that state it is not visible. When an activity will enter the stop state is, that screen will not be visible. Stop state ಆಗಕ್ಕಾರೆ ಏನೇ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಲಾಜಿಕ್ ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಿಬೇಕು inside the on stop method. Whenever the activity enters this on stop, for user it is not visible. ನಾವು ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋರಿಗೆ ಆ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ. ಅದರ ಲಾಜಿಕಲಿ that will enter, it will enter into this method in the background. In the background Android runtime, it will enter on the on stop method. ಅದರೊಳಗಡೆ ಏನ್ ಲಾಜಿಕ್ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ ಅದೇ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಯೂಸರ್ ಕಾಣಿಸಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. It is not going to be visible. It is not going to be visible for the user. See, once more information I want to give. Many of the students are joining till now also 110, 15. See, after some 15 minutes, I don't allow the students to join. If you send a request, I'm going to deny the entry. Please inform the others. Those who are sending the request now also, I'm denying it because they are going to join now. What they are going to understand if they join now? Because of that reason, I'm going to deny the entry for them into this group. ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಸುಮಾರು ಒಂದು 3-4 ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಡಿನೈ ಮಾಡಿದೀನಿ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಈಗ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ 110, 111. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎ ರೈಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಟು ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಟು ದಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. Please don't join after 15 minutes of the class. You may give some excuse for 5 to 10 minutes or maximum 15 minutes, not more than that. Okay. Okay, we were in the activity. Activity stopped. Activity stopped, right? When does that activity is in the stop state? When that screen is not at all required for us. In that state, we are going to, the activity will enter the stop state. Whenever the user starts the other activity, when this activity loses its focus, means that screen is not visible to the user, then you can directly say that activity is in the stop state. Stop state ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣನೇ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ, it is in the stop state. It is not visible to the user. But whenever you once again go back, if that activity, if you make it visible, go back to the previous activity, then that activity, the previous activity, it will move from stop state to the once again resume state. If you go back to the, it is restarted once again. Stopped activities, you should not say that it is been removed. There are some situations, stopped activities, we are going to kill it because of the resources are very low. ನಿಮ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಆಪ್ ರನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಇರೋದು 2 GB ರ್ಯಾಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನೀವೊಂದು 100 ಆಪ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರ, ಅವಾಗ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದು ರನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ. ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ಡ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ಗಳು ಯೂಸರ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, that will be killed by the Android system itself. It is going to be stopped by the Android system itself. Or else you can implement the on stop method. On stop method when you can use is, what the logic you can write it here. ಇದ್ರೊಳಗಡೆ ಏನ್ ಬರಿಬಹುದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, and any screen, if it loses its focus, one activity ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಅದು ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದು ಡೇಟಾಬೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಸೇವ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಏನೇನ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಇತ್ತು, that saving the information, inserting into the database logic, you can write it here. These are the things you can write inside the stop method. And finally, the destroy method, activity destroy method. This activity is going to be destroyed means this activity is going to shut down. That instance is, that is not visible. When this will be called on destroy, whenever you call finish method to manually shut it down, whenever you call the finish method, then you will enter on destroy state ಗೆ enter ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Or the user navigates back to the previous activity. Or there are some other hardware problems, some memory situation, the device is in the low memory. In that case also it will destroy the activity. Or configuration changes. ಯಾವಾಗ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗರೇಷನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? ಐಕಾನ್ ಸೈಜ್, ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಸೈಜ್, when exactly it is going to change? Configuration change, device configuration change ಆದಾಗ್ಲೂ destroy method ಕಾಲ್ ಆಗಿ activity kill ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Once again you have to recreate. Configuration changes ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Anyone can answer? Can anyone answer this? What is this configuration change? Device configuration change. The simple example is rotating your screen. Whenever you see in the another mode, landscape mode, no, the device configuration change occurs is configuration changes ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ನೇ ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ, ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಐಕಾನ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಗಳು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಲೇಔಟ್ ವಿಡ್ತ್ ಗಳು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. These things it has to change, right? What happens in the background is that entire activity is being deleted and recreated one more time. Which are the stages it is going to follow is stop. Whenever you rotate the screen, it is going to stop and it will go on to the destroy. After that, once again, on create, on start and on resume. ನೀವು ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣನೇ ರೆಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಆನ್ ಪಾಸ್, ಆನ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್, ಆನ್ ಡೆಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯ್. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಆನ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್, ಆನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆನ್ ರೆಸ್ಯೂಮ್. Why? Because the configuration changes, it may increase the size of the layout, icon sizes, names, everything it is going to change. It is not automatically, it is been adjusted in the code. This entire screen will be recreated once. Now we'll go back to once again this table and see here, you are in the created state. You can, if you call the on start state, it will move to the started state. Visible means that screen is visible to the user. Start state ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದು ಆನ್ ರೆಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ರೆಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅವಾಗ್ಲೂ ವಿಸಿಬಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. If you are in the resumed state, if you call on pause method, it will be in the pause method. Partially visible means multi-screen mode, transparent screens, that option. Pause state ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೀರಾ, once again on resume ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ resume state ಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. You cannot directly move from resume state to stop state. You should move to the on pause state. From on pause, if you click on stop out state, from the stop out state, you can go to the start state. In the stop state ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾನೆ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಮತ್ತೊಂದ್ಸಲಿ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಫೋಕಸ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಆ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ರೆಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. From the stop out state, you can call to the destroy state. What you should understand from this, create state is only once. Whenever the configuration changes, only in that case it will come back once again to on create, on start and on resume. Or else it will play here itself. Resume in the on pause in the on stop in the restart, start, resume. The cycle will be here itself. Create and destroy, it will happen only once. I think you have got some doubt. Configuration changes, I said some configuration changes is whenever you change the language itself. Language English ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೊಬೈಲ್, ತಕ್ಷಣ ಕನ್ನಡಕ್ಕೆ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. You are going to change it to some other language, Telugu, Tamil. That is also called as a configuration change. Multi-screen options. the user will enter the multi-screen, multiple apps he is going to use. In that is also called as a configuration change. Or you can change the, if you rotate it, that is also configuration change. Or any resources you have added, that is also configuration change. If these changes occurs, then what is the state of the activity? One screen ಈ ತರ change ಆದ configuration change ಆದಾಗ activity state ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಇಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ಹಳೆ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋ ಡೇಟಾ ಪ್ರಿಸರ್ವ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತಾ ಇರಲ್ವಾ? Whether the data which is present in the previous activity, whether it will be retained or it will be erased. This is the question to you students. One screen in the ಇನ್ನೊಂದು screen ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ? Yes, it is retained. Good. But it is, for that you have to write a logic. In that way you have to write a logic. It is not be, it will be saved by the operating system. Operating system ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ. Even you have to write the logic for that to save the data if you move from one screen to the other screen. That is what we are discussing here. What is, if you do the configuration changes, what will be the change in the activity state? Let us discuss this in the tomorrow's class. Please send your attendance now. Whoever is going to send now, only those student attendance will be marked. Suhas,
Sir.
You can remain. Let others. If your friends are required, you can, the others can join.
Yes, sir.